What's up, guys? This is Jake with Kentucky Fried Fitness, and before I start today's video, I just want to send a big shout out to my Ology for sending me these samples. So I decided I would make this video about protein powder, and of course I'm going to use the samples they sent me. So just wanted to get that out there. And also, if you're ever interested in getting any Ology products, not just their protein powder, the pre-workout, creatine, anything like that, I do have a coupon code. It's called FRIED10, F-R-I-E-D 10, save you 10% free shipping. The link is also in the description box below, so be sure to check that out. Now, without further ado, let's get on to the video. Okay, so protein powder, Whey protein powder 101. Now, I haven't been making any beginner tips in a while. I think the last one I made was actually in December. So I figured this was a good chance and opportunity to make another one for you guys. Because at the end of the day, this channel is, you know, kind of motivational and does have workout footage, but I also like to help out the beginners out there to not make the same mistakes that I made when I first started. So, protein powder. This is the one thing that pretty much if you ever start out in the gym, the first thing a lot of people ask you, a lot of people ask me is like, what kind of protein powder do you take? And this is a really bad thing to have as your top priority if you're trying to get into fitness, bodybuilding, that kind of good stuff. So the first question I'm going to answer is, do you need protein powder? I think there's a common misbelief that you need protein powder to build muscle. You need protein powder to gain strength. But I hate to break it to you guys is, it's not going to do either one of those things. It's marketed that way because that's what sells. But protein powder is a supplement, you know, it's just a replacement for actual food. You know, this is going to be no better than eating chicken or beef or, you know, any other kind of protein source. If your main goal is to build muscle, you know, this is going to be no different than if you were getting the same amount of protein from this as you were from chicken, from fish, tilapia, lean beef, any of that. You know, it's all protein. It's not, you know, some magic powder in a box, you know. And some people will try to argue that, well, whey protein is available, more bioavailable, and while it does help, it does digest faster than other kind of protein sources. If you're getting, like I said, a diverse range of protein, if you're getting chicken and beef and you know, protein from dairy or any other sources, then I mean, you're going to be fine. The real reason that protein should be used, and if you're asking yourself, do I need this? Do I need this to build muscle? No. But does it make things a lot more convenient? Yes, it does. You know, as a general rule, you pretty much try to aim to get 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. So for me, you know, I'm trying to get around, you know, 190 to 185 grams of protein a day. Now that's a lot of chicken. I do enjoy eating mostly, you know, whole foods like that, eating actual meals instead of drinking them. I do like to take 1 scoop of whey each night. So, for example, this whey isolate protein, for 1 scoop, you know, it's just got 1 gram of fat, 2 carbs, and 30 grams of protein. So that right there is a little bit over right around 5 to 6 ounces of chicken that I would not have to eat because I can just take this at night. And I also like to put my creatine with this as well, so it's just kind of a convenience factor for me. So if you're out there and you're just beginning and you're on a low budget, you're thinking, well, I could either afford this protein powder or I can give me a pack of chicken. Please go for real food. Please go for chicken. If you cannot afford protein powder, you do not need it, okay? Protein is just, you're paying for the convenience. You're paying for the convenience of not having to cook as much actual food. You're not having to prepare it, you're not having to eat it. You know, if you're a hard gainer, if you're someone who struggles with taking in calories, then protein powder is going to be a big help to you because it's just an easy way to get in that protein and just, you know, chug it down and be done with it. So hopefully that answers the question of, should I take protein powder? Do I need protein powder? No, you do not need it, but it is convenient and, you know, I do think it is useful. So now that you've decided, okay, yes, I've got a little bit of extra money, I want to invest in some protein powder, what do I look for? Okay, so there's a lot of different types of proteins out there. There's casein, there's whey isolate, whey concentrate. From my perspective, I think it is best just to solely go with a whey protein isolate. When you look at the ingredients at the bottom of your protein powder, the first thing you should see is whey protein isolate. That's what this has. Whey protein isolate, amino acid blend, cocoa, natural and artificial flavors, sucrose gum, you know, yada yada yada. So, whey protein isolate. A lot of people argue that casein is better, that it digests slower. And I mean, you could try to invest in the casein powder, but they usually do not taste too good. And there isn't a whole lot of science to back that casein is that much more effective than whey protein isolate. So, whey protein isolate is going to be your best bet. So if you're going out there, you kind of want to make sure that is the main ingredient. And the second thing is to look at the macros, you know. I always look for protein powders that, you know, have a decent amount of protein, from anywhere from 25 to 30 grams is pretty much your average per scoop. And me personally, you know, I don't consider this a meal. This is just something I finish off my macros with at night. And, you know, I don't want it to take up a lot of carbs. You know, I don't like protein powders that have 10 or 15 carbs, that have 6 or 7 grams of fat in them. I mean, some people like that. Some people like the, you know, 10 to 6 and that kind of stuff. And while it does taste better, I'd rather just get a scoop down and just be done with it. And with a gram of fat and 2 grams of carbs, I mean, this protein, I mean, the macros pretty much don't get better than this. So, I mean, that's pretty much it, guys. That pretty much is 101. All you need to know, you do not need to worry about no complicated stuff. You don't have to take a scoop of protein after you work out. You don't have to take this 3 or 4 times a day. You know, you just take a scoop if you feel like you're needing more protein in your diet than you can already get, or if it's just a convenience factor. So, other than that, make sure to look for whey protein isolate. First ingredient, and make sure the macros are good. So that's pretty much it, guys. That's all you need to know for 101 whey protein powder. I hope you guys like this video. As I said at the beginning, you know, there's a link down below if you ever want to get any Myology products. Big shout out to them again for sending me these samples. And the links to my social media, follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, all that good stuff is also in the description box below. So please be sure to check that out. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment saying anything you want to know below, or any questions you have, feel free to you know, post them down below. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, guys. And until next time, let's keep it positive. And God bless. Oh yeah!